kita pengen tahu apa sih sebetulnya olahraga masyarakat di Tanzania, yang paling terkenal apa, olahraga tradisionalnya di sana apa aja. Nanti setelah ini mungkin akan ada episode spesial khusus tentang sports around the world. Langsung aja kita tanya. Nzumbe! Oh, we back. Now I want to ask you about sports in Tanzania, to be specific.
Yes.
I will be disappointed if it's the most popular one is not football, but I'm hoping it is. And I want to know another one. So can you tell us more about what is your country most popular sports, and do you have also one of your most traditional sports that you're proud of?
So yeah, football is for sure the number one. Nothing else comes into comparison. Like Tanzania, we're football mad. I think we're even more crazy than Indonesia. I know Indonesia is crazy, but we're crazy. We're crazy. When the two local teams, yes, yes, Tisha, I'm telling you, we're crazy. We're completely crazy. Everyone like they everyone watches football. When the local derby, it's Simba. That we have a team called Simba, Tisha. So they have Simba and
Okay.
then Yanga. When they play together,
Are they brothers? Simba and Yanga?
yes, they're cousins. They're cousins. Simba is red and Yanga is yellow. No, it's incredible. I've never been to a game, to be honest, but I know it's crazy. The whole city just stops. But also we watch so much Premier League. It's ridiculous. Like that's people watch they even watch like Wigan versus Watford. You know, like the games that no one really. Yeah. They watch everything. And the funny story actually. So we just had. In January, the first Tanzanian player went to a Premier League club.
Sure?
Called Mbwana Samatta. Yes, yeah. First Tanzanian ever to play in the Premier League. Mbwana Samatta. He transferred from
Guys,
Ghent
we lost
in
to
Belgium to Aston
Tanzania.
Villa.
They go first to Premier League.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. And then
Yes. And as soon as Aston Villa signed him, like their Twitter account shut, like it basically shut down because so many Tanzanians just joined their Twitter account and their social media, and it exploded. And in his first game, they had like viewing parties, like with like thousands of people watching on the big screen. And no, so it was crazy, but on him. So I think he just transferred actually because he didn't he didn't do too well this last because he joined mid-season and coronavirus happened and everything. So I think they loaned him out, or he went to Turkey now. But anyways, so that's football, and football is it's all and everything, and the other sports not so much, unfortunately.
do you guys play, like really do football? Like it's not popular only to
Sorry?
watch it, right? Like it's popular also to play it there, right?
It's popular to play it. Yeah, everyone plays it. Like you grew up playing football in the streets. We play with even places you play with the plastic balls and stuff where you don't have a proper ball. But the thing is, our leagues are starting to become structured and organized. The clubs are they're starting to have some academy, and we're slowly starting to produce players that they're going to play in Congo, they're going to play in Kenya, they're going to play in South Africa. So slowly it's coming, but we're still growing. I think in the next 50 years probably we'll have a very, very good. You'll start seeing more and more Tanzanians in the global stage. But for now, and that's the thing with most sports is we're naturally gifted, we're very athletic, but we don't have the structures. You know, we don't have from the youth to the top, we don't have yet that development structures, unfortunately. But they're slowly starting to be built. and facilities as well. You need infrastructure. You need sports infrastructure. So we're slowly getting those up and running. So hopefully, yeah, as I said, in the next generation, could you start seeing more Tanzanians in the global stage?
How is it there, the systems, the link between the private sector and the government? Is it mostly towards the governmental sections? You know, you're club based, right? The sports there, the system is not on the school part, or how is it structured?
So to be honest with you, actually, I don't know fully, to be honest. I can't answer that fully, but from the little I know, you have like for example the Yanga and Simba, they're community owned clubs, so they're big clubs where you have different groups and people owning them. But other clubs are owned privately, so you have companies or individuals who own the clubs. And the relationship between the government it's I would say it's there, but it's not so strong. Like it's more private, like the sports running privately, but they rely a lot on government support as well, such as access to the stadiums and stuff like that. So
Infrastructure as well.
I would say it's a little bit of both, but the infrastructure is mainly, unfortunately, it's mainly government. It's mainly government, yeah. Only few, as I said, in the last few decades, more and more clubs have started developing their own infrastructures, but most of the places are playing on government-owned land or stadiums and stuff like
Are
that.
these Yanga and Simba both lion?
No, only Simba is lion.
No.
You should look up the logo.
Okay.
SC Simba.
Oh, okay.
It's a lion. It's a big.
Do you have like, you know, many your unique animals as a logo in your club, like, you know, giraffe, elephant, things like that? No.
Well, the national team, we're called Taifa Stars, but sometimes they call them Twiga Stars, which Twiga in Swahili means giraffe. So giraffe is like our logo. So we're like the giraffes, you know. That's you know how the Super Eagles are the Nigeria. We're the giraffes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're the giraffe.
So you can picture like you know the giraffe running around like.
You must be playing long passes. Oh my god. Stop this.
No, but the funny thing is actually we're very short. The average height in Tanzania is not that high, so I don't know why we have the giraffe as our symbol, but it's funny.
No, don't start talking about heights for these minions.
For sure, we're definitely taller than Indonesians, for sure.
One time you met my friend, and I don't know how come it's happened to be my friend who is like the smallest of my friend. So
Smaller than you?
It's smaller than me, yeah. I can't believe it.
Oh my god. But you're already here, so there must have been like well, I hope they're not playing football, because that would be tough.
Nzumbe, so do you have a tradition sports that the people are playing it, or sort of like a festival for sports tourism? I would not say it's a sport tourism, but okay.
I know why you're asking this question, and I would frame it differently. Yeah, it's not a traditional sport, but it's a very interesting sports activity that happens every year in Dar es Salaam. It's amazing. It's amazing. So it's called goat racing. Goat racing, and just think of the horse racing in the United Kingdom, where everyone comes with like their fancy hats and like their clothes and stuff, and then you have all these horses, and everyone's betting and stuff. So think about that, but you replace the horses with goats. And that's what we do. We have it's like a very small thing, and then you have the goats, they have their numbers. and then you have people who have like a big wooden thing. It's going like this, and the goats. It's like pushing the goats. So the goats are in front, and it's like pushing them. And it's so funny to watch. You need to Google it. But no, but it's actually it's a charity fundraising. It's an annual charity fundraising event, and it started off. I think it was an NGO that started it a while back, and now it's become a big annual tradition in Dar es Salaam, and a lot of the expats and the big companies they like to attend it because, as I said, it's like a who's who thing but people go and they make bets on the goats, and all the proceeds go to charity. So it's become it's every year, like a lot of people like to go to that to enjoy it, because you also have some funny names, like the ones I remember were there was one goat called 50 Shade of Goats. My favorite was Usain Goat. Usain Goat was my favorite. Yeah, I like that one. And I remember I put money on Usain Goat and it came last. It didn't win, so I lost money.
Do you eat the goat after racing?
Sorry.
Do you guys eat the goat after racing? What a question is this?
No,
No, so I think the winning goat doesn't get eaten, but all the other ones, yes, they eat them.
Oh my god, human!
But the winner, I think the winner survives. So I think for Usain Goat, unfortunately for Usain Goat, yeah, he didn't fare well that day.
Zumbe, this might be,
But it's really good. You should Google it. You should Google it.
Okay,
And
okay,
it's
I'll Google
the
it. It started how sports activity, the traditional one is fun among us, but then now we are coming to an era where sports tourism right now is being hyped again and again, right? So do you see like traditions like this, maybe
Yes.
for like us in Indonesia or maybe in Tanzania, an African country, we should actually promote this more, right? Because literally this is a culture, and also it's kind of a sports tourism, right?
It is totally. It's completely sports tourism because people always want to experience and see things that they're not used to, right? Especially when you're traveling, you wanna go and you wanna experience the local flavor, the local culture. So I would definitely say if there's traditional Indonesian sports, you should definitely see how you can tie that into tourism. The only thing though is now the with globalization, it's the ethics, so you have to make sure that the ethics around that sport align with the ethics of the target market that you're targeting. So for example, if I was promoting goat racing to Americans or Europeans, I would leave out the fact that the goats get eaten afterwards because they may not be too
Sure.
like you
We
you
have,
wouldn't-
but
you
if you
would
promote
try
it to
and-
an Indonesian, it's good. We have a very good recipe for goat soup.
No, for sure, and we love goat meat. Like goat meat we eat a lot of goat meat. So no, but you get my point. It's like you have to make sure that the ethics. It's not a sports that's either it harms the animals or it's very, I don't know, violent or whatever. Like, but if it's an interesting, fun, traditional sport, like in the UK, in Scotland, is it where they have this cheese thing, the one that they just roll the cheese down they have these weird festivals. So they've managed to do that. They've managed to turn these local traditions into like tourism stuff that people from Asia and all around the world, they go and they watch these things. So I definitely think that's part of, it should definitely be integrated. Sports and tourism go well together, right? And before we were talking about the Olympics, and one of the main reasons that countries bid for the Olympics is again to showcase the country and to use it as a platform for tourism. So if you can do that, you don't have to do that at a big scale. You can do it at a local scale. So if there's some interesting traditions in some of the city that you're from, how can that be presented in a unique way for people to come and explore the culture.
So maybe one thing to wrap up our conversations today, you know how I don't know,
Yes.
me and you had this same thing about learning new things. Like I always wanted to like every year challenge myself, what can I learn new about something, and then
Yes.
I become eager on that one, and then I really want to try to go out of my comfort zone and try a different spectrum. But sometimes it's end up that we are an alien to be honest, in a sense that not so many people want to do start a new thing, start a crazy things, but I always think that's a good
Yeah.
one, because you have to be always curious in learning new things. So maybe you want to say something about that, your personal experience, especially you are now, you know, working for a winter Olympic things. You know, skiing as a Tanzanian.
Yes. No. So I would say yes. Like it's definitely. I would encourage people, anyone, to learn new things, but we should also accept if people don't want to learn new things. You know, it's that's the thing. It's okay to be whoever you want to be, as long as you're true and happy with yourself. Like I don't try and force people to learn new things. They it just If they're happy with their ways, that's them, and I respect that. But I would encourage people to learn new things, because for me it works, and for you it works. So we can tell people about the benefits of learning new things. And also, one of the things about learning new things is you discover what you like and what you don't like,
Yeah,
right?
true.
So it doesn't mean that you will always like whatever new thing you learn. Like there's some things that I tried to do where I wasted a lot of time, and I was like, yeah, maybe that was not for me, but that led me to something else. So that's one of the good things I would say about learning new things, is you try and push yourself and grow. But as I said, if people, I also accept if people don't want to do that, which is again it, and that's how it should be. We should be fine to accept people for who they are. So in my case now, I've tried to take up winter sports. I'm doing cross country skiing, and it's been very interesting, because most of the places I go, I'm either the only black person, I'm definitely the only Tanzanian who's doing it. So so it's very interesting. My family, my parents, they don't understand what I'm doing. Like when I told my mom yesterday, I'm like, hey mom, I'm in Sweden, I'm gonna be doing a training camp. She's like, oh my god, like I'm gonna pray for you, I'm so scared you're gonna fall in the mountains, you're gonna hurt yourself. And I was like, mom, I'm doing the cross country skiing, it's flat, it's not the alpine skiing. And she's like, I don't know the difference. Like, it's all the same. It's snow. And she's like, I don't know why you do these things to yourself. You're so crazy, So like for her, they see me as an alien, They're like, why are you wasting your time and your money to go and do something, Like you should just be at home, having a beer and having a nice chicken or something, and just relaxing, enjoying life. But which is okay. So it's funny. I totally get what you mean when you sometimes become an alien. You're different from people like you, which sometimes can be challenging, but it's okay, to be honest. As long as you're happy with what you're doing, I'm quite happy with what I'm doing. And maybe, I don't know, 2 years from now, it either works out for me that I really enjoy it and I've made something of myself, or I look back and I'm like, you know what, it was a good experience. I learned how to ski. I pushed myself, and then something else would come up and I'd want to try that too. So it's who we are, right? It's who we are. So for me it's quite good. I like it, and I don't think I'll change. Like I think I'll always be trying to learn new things, and maybe one day I will learn how to ride the cows.
I remember that night that night, in the middle of the night, on top of the mountain in Austria, that we have to slide down using a trash
Yes.
bag. You know, we had to really slide down using a trash bag. I have no second thought. I want to try
the black
this.
bags.
You know?
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, how the hell is working? Like, how can you slide down using a trash bag? And like, okay, I have to. I really, and we literally from the top of the mountain slide down just using a trash bag, and in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night. Yes. With a light. Just a light here. But you know what? Now you can look back and that was a fun experience. It's something that you would never do, you know, and you did it, and it's really interesting.
Well. All right. Thanks a lot, Nzumbe, for your time in between your training camp of a cross country skiing. I look forward to
Yes,
see you.
I'm just about to go.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to say something to the audience?
Well, I was gonna say, Tisha, that I was gonna ask you, because I know you're very creative, that I need to start designing my outfit for Team Tanzania, and I've also been asking my friends in Tanzania. But if you have any crazy ideas, whether you want to make a giraffe skin or something, I need some ideas. So I need some inspiration on what the uniform I should wear. So send me ideas if you have any.
Okay.
Or your audience or anyone.
Oh, we'll do.
I need ideas. Correct. Something interesting. Otherwise, I was just gonna say that we have the best mangoes in Tanzania. Just gonna put that out there for sure. We have the best mangoes. Like, I know you always saying Indonesia, but trust me, best mangoes are in Tanzania. It doesn't even come close. I will give you rang dang, and I will give you the coffee that comes out of the cat. I'll give you the rang dang and the coffee, but but we take the mangoes. Okay, is that a deal?
I'll take the rendang one and the coffee, and you take the mango.
Correct.
We should compare it hand in hand, you know. Oh my god.
All right. I'm happy. You know what? When I come, I'm gonna, if I can sneak in the mango into the country, I will bring the mangoes, and we'll compare. Or we'll do a competition. We'll see. We'll win. Our mangoes are the best.
We'll do a mango
And
competition.
we have red bananas. You don't have red bananas. Do you have red bananas?
No, we do have. We do have bananas in all different sizes. And all different colors.
You don't have red
No,
ones?
the red one. We do have red one.
No.
Punya nggak sih kita?
No, you don't. We have the red.
Really?
No. We
What
have
are
the
you
red
used to?
ones.
What are you using for the red banana?
No, you just eat them. They're so sweet. They're amazing. Like,
Do you have the small banana? That one? No,
Yes,
this
no.
small. You have like very small, like this.
you can keep those.
Oh my
You can
God.
keep those.
We do. This is called pisang merah. We do. Wait a minute. I'll show you.
No. That's a picture from Tanzania.
There's a picture from Tanzania. Okay, Nzumbe, thanks so much for your time. Thank you for sharing your craziness today to all of our audience. I hope people who has a dream in sports or in anything won't give up so easily, right? And we encourage you all to learn new things. Anything.
Yes, anything.
Anything is possible. I think I want to start learning a new instrument now. I have to be able to do it, right? And also the language.
Oh, you should. You should.
You love learning new languages, right?
Yes, I just learned French now because we're in Switzerland. So that's been my recent one. But I think the next one I'll take in Indonesian. Dadah.
Oke, dadah Nzumbe. Thank you. Terima kasih for coming.
Dadah.